Alrighty. So similar to our topic that we were discussing, I guess it's been an ongoing debate to start the episode.
Yeah.
I thought of like last time Chips Ahoy or Oreo.
Yeah.
A big topical thing there.
Right.
And then I guess on the one before that where y'all are talking about the
How do you add?
37. I don't remember the number.
I think it was 28. I think it was 28 and 37.
Yeah. So
Or no.
yeah, because it
Yeah.
equaled 75.
Yeah. That was it. I could
I
go
don't
back to my notes and look.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Doesn't matter. So, my next topic here, going festive and what we have in front of us are
Right.
some milk and cookies.
Mm-hmm.
What are other excellent food pairings? Like two foods, like food duos.
I don't personally do this, but Emily says that grilled cheese and tomato soup, obviously.
Dude.
That's a classic.
That's a great pair.
I don't eat tomato soup. I don't like tomatoes a lot, so I eat ketchup though, which is the weird thing. Like that's the only thing I
Ketchup is just like solidified tomato soup.
I know. It's weird. If someone like cuts a tomato and puts it on a sandwich, I can't do it. I don't like tomatoes.
I used to not like tomatoes until like recently.
Mhm.
And even sometimes if it's like a full slice of tomato, I'm not really gonna eat it. But if it's like chopped up in like a salad, I'll eat it.
See, I won't do that either. Like even like at Taco Bell, I request no tomatoes on my
I
stuff.
don't mind that. Like it's so tiny, like you almost don't notice it's there.
Unless it's a bad tomato, then you definitely notice it. And that's what's happened to me. The one time I was like, okay, I think I can eat tomatoes on my Taco Bell stuff. And I took a bite and it was a bad tomato. I was like, I'm legit. I almost threw up. I was done. After that, I was done.
I guess the first one that comes to my mind is like chicken and waffle.
It is a surprisingly good pairing.
Because it's like salty sweet.
Yeah. It's something that doesn't make sense. Which technically a waffle isn't necessarily sweet. It's not savory. It's sweeter than the chicken, that's for sure. But it's the maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's the syrup that makes it sweet, in my opinion.
Even like, I've seen some people do like a honey mustard mix.
Yeah.
Now I mean.
Yeah, honey mustard.
You got the honey for the waffle and like, honey mustard's always good with chicken.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Excellent food pairings.
And surprisingly, honey mustard goes really well with fries too. If like
honey
I was actually shocked
mustard is
with
just like a universal condiment, in my opinion.
For some reason, Emily doesn't like it. Like I don't understand why.
Dang.
She just doesn't like
Missed
it.
opportunity.
I know.
Did you know this is a food hack for all of our foodies out there? Cane's has another secret sauce. They don't just have the cane sauce. They have honey mustard.
Yeah, they got
too.
honey mustard. Yeah, Emily's sister works there. Yeah.
Believe it or not, you can go to Cane's and get honey mustard, and it's great. I love that stuff.
It is pretty good. I've tried it before. It's
also house made. They make it there.
They do
at the Cane's restaurant.
They also make their coleslaw. They also make their what else do they make?
Sponsor us, please. We love your food.
They make their own coleslaw. They make their own lemonade. They make their own. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the mic. I can't do two things at once.
Yeah, as you can see, a new addition
to the setup
today. Our mic arms, which are incredible.
They came in. Excuse me. They came in. When did I text you guys and tell you that they came in?
Just like a week ago. We're filming this on the 19th.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think you texted us on like the 12th or
something
10th.
like that. I've recorded one video with these, but you can't see it because it's a gaming video.
I was like, which one?
Bladed Fury, which I need to let you watch that because I think I'm gonna change the way that it is because after I watched it back, I was kind of like, I can do this so much better. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm a little hoarse right now. I don't know why. I got a little stuff in my throat for some reason.
And welcome to the Under Controllers podcast. I guess
that wasn't a long enough pause.
No, it works. So
All
yeah,
right.
you know something that I was thinking about. This
What's
is
that?
another thing. We have never said what our gamer tags are.
No, we haven't. They're
So
just
I
in a
mean,
lot of
like,
videos.
people could be
I've
playing against us and not
Yeah.
even know.
I've actually thought about, like, you know how a lot of podcasts will have like a card come under people's names as you
Yeah,
name yourself off? Because there's probably some new viewers that don't know who we are, or there might be returning viewers that do know who we are. But there's probably some viewers that don't know who we are.
that's true.
Um, I am Jake.
And I am Sims, but I also get called Peyton. So really, either one.
I also want to, like I said, as we introduce ourselves, throw a card underneath us of it's got our name and our
Yeah.
gamer tag.
Well,
I don't
I
want to put
use a
my
lot of
socials.
them. So like, yeah, I would not diving into social or anything, but like for Marvel Snap, I've said I use YT/under controllers.
Yeah, so if
So
you're
like,
playing again, and that's actually how you made one of your
yeah, I
made
was
your
about to
best friend,
say,
huh,
and now
Sims?
now somebody actually saw it one day, and like I thought nothing about it, like making my name that, and somebody saw it one day and like messaged us on our Instagram page, and I think I've talked to the guy like every day
Yeah, like
since that day, and
uh,
like it was incredible.
and we both have the account on our phone. Mine's just still there, but Sims is the one that mainly uploads and stuff to the under controller stuff. But
Most
he
of the time, I like message
I
you and
get
be like,
all of the
"Is it okay?
messages.
What I?"
Yeah,
But like if you have to post something because it came through blurry on my side.
yeah. For some reason, it does that, which I've figured out a new way to do it. I've been putting it on our my Google Docs, and I
Mm,
can send it to myself, and
yeah,
then I can just send it directly to you. Which I
but
need to make it available to you, so you can just go in there and download. I can just use it like a Dropbox. Just go in there and drop whatever clip I need in there, and then just let you
yeah,
do what you got to
but
do.
then I also for like a lot of my other accounts, I use Penguin Peyton,
Mm-hmm.
no spaces, capital P for both of them. I
That's
feel
been
like
your gamer
that's.
tag forever,
I
hasn't
was
it?
about to say, I feel like that it's either that or like Penguin 1224.
Yeah.
Like those are like how really you only use the YT/under controller
And
or
my
Marvel Snap, and then Penguin Payton or Penguin 1224 is everything else.
and my gamer tag and pretty much my name on everything else is either Noble7 spelled with capital Nobel, spelled like Nobel Peace Prize instead of Noble like Noble Knight. But it's my gamer tag is usually capital Nobel 7X777. That's just it's been my gamer tag ever since I changed it for the first free time.
Yeah.
Sims, what was do you remember what your original gamer tag was? I know we
See,
talked about this
I don't
a little
remember
while back.
having an original one.
That
I
you just got
always
to pick
like
yours.
because the earliest that I got Xbox Live was on the 360. Whenever it's just like choose what you want your name to be, you can just choose
And
whatever.
and mine never was like that. Like my first gamer tag was plain Leak 844. That was my original gamer tag.
Mm.
It's just one that
It's
Xbox
somewhere
assigned
out
to
there.
me. Yeah, it's somewhere out there. Somebody might have it. I doubt that. It might be somebody else's starter gamer tag now, but that was mine. And then I realized that you could change it, and I changed it immediately.
Yeah. But yeah, and Noble. Fun fact for all you oldie historians out there: Noble 7 was the original name for our channel
It was the original
until
name for the
it
channel.
got changed to other controllers, and you can go back and watch the
Yeah,
podcast.
there's a podcast that it's titled Name Change
Yep, and
question mark,
that
and
was the
then
time.
I think the next one after that, that's either podcast 11 or 12 or 13. It's one of those three.
It's somewhere between 1 and 23.
Back whenever we were in still in the old room before I had a house that we could film this podcast in.
Yep.
I do have a very. Do you have anything else to say, or do you
Oh,
want me
I
to
was
move
just
to?
gonna say, if you even think before that, whenever we were still dreaming of making a YouTube channel, I guess under controllers,
It was one of the top three.
it was one of the like top 3. Like this is what we should name it.
Because I don't think I ever told this story on the pod. I might have like an old video, but originally what it was is it was going to be like 7 or 8 of us almost. We all started the channel together, or we had planned on starting the channel. Go ahead, you can have a
I
cookie.
was about to say, I'm gonna
Sims
top
was
in.
so nice. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everybody!
Yeah.
We are
Or
filming
whatever
this.
holiday you celebrate.
Yeah,
Hanukkah,
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, no matter what you celebrate. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays.
I feel like we're missing some, and I'm gonna
We're
feel so
probably
sad. If you
missing
don't
some.
celebrate anything, that's cool too.
That's cool too. Happy Holidays, regardless of how you feel. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, saying it all again.
New Year as well.
And Happy New Year as well. Sims was so nice. He brought milk and cookies to the podcast. So normally there would be at least one other person here, but Tyler was busy, and Chase texted me and said, "Hey, it's raining pretty hard, so I'm just gonna stay at home tonight."
Yeah.
But
It is
here's some
raining
topics to talk
pretty
about.
bad.
And it's cold, guys. It's really cold. That's the bad thing about living in South Mississippi, is that the humidity makes it a hard, wet cold. And if you live in the Midwest or like in Colorado, you know what I'm talking about. If you have a dry cold where it'll be it'll be colder in like Colorado, but it will feel warmer than it is here.
Mhm.
So like it
Well,
can
that's
be
like
yeah.
in like I went to Chicago, picked up guy. You can't tell. And there's like a windy cold. It
Yeah.
does not. The wind doesn't stop.
Get a little bit
It's
closer to the
just
mic.
cold. Like I went to watch a baseball or like 3 games there.
Mhm.
We had like blankets. It was still cold because the wind.
It's just so yeah, that's the worst part, is the wind makes it the worst part. But what were we gonna say about that? we got off topic. But the original name, that's right. Like I said, I don't know if I told this on the channel, but originally it was gonna be like 7 or 8 of us almost that we were gonna start the channel together. And we couldn't.
Well, there was close to 7 or 8 of us whenever we did start.
Yeah, when we started. But we were all trying to get together and come up with like how were we going to do things, and like we were talking about money, of like how you know how we're going to buy a capture card, how we're going to buy the equipment we need, because like I had a laptop, so that was what we're going to use to record with primarily.
And my brother had a capture card, so that's why like that's where like the Warfare Wednesday gameplay came
I
from.
always wondered how you did that. Why didn't you tell us that you had a capture card?
I thought you. I'm pretty sure I told you.
No, I didn't know that.
Everything I captured it.
I honestly didn't know, Sims. I really didn't know. I had no clue how you were capturing your game. But so
the old Elgato capture card.
The ultimately what happened was no one could agree and no one had money, but I managed to scrape together, I think, $75 to buy my capture card that a buddy at school was selling. He just said, "Hey, I've used it like twice. If you want it, it's yours." And
well, even the first podcast was recorded on
with Brennan's iPhone C, mind you. And I remember because it was a green iPhone C.
And it was already like a shoddy video.
I still don't understand how that's the only video on our channel that has over 1,000 views, or has at least 1,000
like
views.
The quality was bad.
That's we need to do a reaction video to that podcast. Like, honestly, we need to just sit down and do a reaction video to that podcast. Because I watched it not too long ago, like whenever we were talking about rebooting the channel.
It's incredibly cringy.
It's incredibly cringy. And like, I can't tell you how many times I face palmed or like just was so mad at myself, especially knowing now what I know of how I'm able to edit things now.
Yeah,
I hated that video. I hate that video with a passion. If you want to see
a video that is completely unedited,
so scuffed.
But also
the first 3 podcasts are unedited.
Mm-hmm. No, the third one you have the like technical difficulty.
Did I do that?
That's great. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Oh wow!
I think it's in that one. The camera cuts off at one point.
I don't remember, man. It's been so. I know the first 2 for a fact are unedited.
The quality from recording it on Brendan's phone was awful, and then whenever he sent it from his phone, so I guess your phone.
We put it straight onto my laptop, direct onto my laptop.
Awful.
Oh, it's awful. It is incredibly scuffed. And then the second one I think is recorded on. My dad had like a I almost want to say it was like a Kodak camera.
Oh, we're always using this.
No, I got that for my birthday. I specifically asked for that for my birthday after that so that we could record the podcast better.
Jake
but my dad had like a Kodak camera, and I mean like literally like a little bitty camera that had the lens that extended out and everything, and it just so happened to record video, and we used it for a little while, and then finally I got that one for my birthday, and that's immediately what we used for everything else.
I don't remember any of that, but I also wasn't on the first.
You weren't in a podcast until like podcast 6 after the first one.
Yeah.
You were just doing Warfare Wednesday because you could never. We just could never get you over for a podcast.
Unboxing.
Yeah, and the unboxing thing.
Yep.
But
it was a great time though.
So what happened was, I scraped together the money to buy my capture card, and I started doing the game. And we never could quite agree on like how we were going to record stuff, what we were going to record, et cetera, et cetera. So I just thought to myself, I was like, okay, nobody's agreeing. I just want to do this. Like I want to be a content creator. So I pretty much told everybody, all right, guys, see ya. I'm doing it. And one day, I'd already picked the name Noble7 because that was my gamer tag. And Brennan came to me at school one day and was like, hey man, look, I want to help. I was like, okay, what do you mean? He said, yeah, I want to be a part of the channel. I was like, so, you're cool with going under Noble7? And he said, yeah, that's fine. So basically, kind of how it dictated was I was the owner of the channel, and everyone else kind of worked with me and under me, pretty much. Of I had the ultimate say so and everything, but we all collaborated and worked and like were in the videos. And to be honest with you, at first it kind of showed because like I was the one that did all of the editing and putting everything together, and everyone else kind of just showed up.
Editing there was.
Yeah, so that's why there's no editing. But everybody else kind of just showed up, and then I would take everything and upload it and put it together.
Because whenever Brennan told me, he was like, Jake's making this YouTube channel. You want to be in on it? And I was like, why didn't he come to me first?
Well, see, I wasn't going to talk to any, because see, I was just going to do it by myself. That was because I still have it planned. My first video was going. I remember it was going to be Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. I was just going to play the game, and I was going to comment, like I was going to record the game footage, and I was going to talk over it afterwards and just come up with something. I was going to be one of those people. And then I told everybody that, and we all kind of agreed that we'd jump in and we'd all go under the name Noble7. And then after a little while, I don't know if it was you or if it was Austin. I know Austin mentioned it on the podcast, but I wasn't sure if all of you guys were kind of talking about it. But eventually they were kind of like, hey, can we change the channel name? And I was like, I don't care. It's more of a collaborative effort now, so I'm cool with changing the name. It's not just me.
I think it went from that time to like in all the podcast openings, you'd be like, I'm Noble7.
Oh yeah.
And we'd be like
everybody else would say, hi, Noble7 here.
Yeah.
Except for me. And then I'm just like, I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that I already did not have any soul or life in my eyes at that point.
Well, that was the point that like everyone was like trying to just like be contentable.
Yeah, everyone was trying.
I know that's not a word.
Everyone was trying to be like Sims and make content. Like I said, you're the best one at making content.
I still don't know that I'm the best one at making content.
Either you or Austin were. That was
I think
for sure.
I just have a lot of ideas, and half of them pan out, and the other half are real dumb.
When I say that, it's like you do like Gavin, of you just do something and it just causes content to unfold. But that was actually how and originally when we were talking about, I think that the reason we couldn't decide on a name. Is that what it was?
No,
I don't remember the original I think it was mainly of just nobody had the money to do it, and I was like, I want this done now, because I know that if we don't do it now, everyone's gonna get bored of it, and then we're not gonna do it.
Yeah, I think it was something kind of like that too. It was just like and like everyone was just like, yeah, we'll film a podcast, but like,
and then it never happened.
Nobody really wanted to get the equipment for a podcast.
Yeah, so then it was like it moved to.
So then whenever we were just like, we'll just film it on the phone.
Yeah,
like,
let's see,
that'll work.
The names, Under Controllers was one of the first names that we had.
Of them revolved around controller.
Out of Controller was one of them, I think.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember.
I feel like there was another like controller.
There was Under Controller, Under Controllers, which we did, which is what we picked. Out of Controller, I think, or Out of Controllers, and I can't remember. I had them all written down on my whiteboard at one point. I remember
on your notebook. But hey, we're started with Noble7, and now we're here.
We started at the bottom, and now we're here.
I wouldn't say it started at the bottom. We could go back to that hotel anytime.
Oh gosh, that
should be the real like 1,000 subscriber special.
That is
us going back to that hotel
and filming another podcast.
Figuring out what room number we were in.
Oh, dude, I don't even know if we could. We were on like the second or third floor of that hotel. That's hard to believe that we started there, and now look at how professional we are now.
Well, like that video was whenever we were in like
I was in 11th grade.
Yeah,
I was 16 years old.
Yeah,
that was in 2016.
long time ago. I've graduated high school
Both of us.
and
Both of us.
graduated college
I've graduated
since
college. I have a
then.
job. I have a
And guess
9 to
what?
5 job.
We are now both married. And that's
Whoa!
wild.
Sims made probably the best decision of his life and got married. It is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
It's incredible. I love it, honestly.
But shh, guys, his family doesn't know yet, but they'll know by the time the podcast comes out.
This podcast is coming out on Christmas.
This is gonna be a special little Christmas gift from Under Controllers to you guys. Sims, I wanted to go ahead and ask some questions. We'd already discussed this if we were gonna do kind of like an interview thing. But first, do you have anything you want to say? 'Cause I really want to try one of these cookies. Sims brought these cookies. I really want to try one. So I'm gonna go ahead. Do you have anything you want to say?
I'll give a background. So, I didn't have a traditional wedding. Me and my wife instead decided to elope. And that's what we did. It was just me and her and our dog Gizmo. Um, and it was incredible. If you're on the fence about eloping, do it, man. It's incredible. I love it. Jake and I had two very different styles of wedding, I guess.
Me and my wife both have kind of agreed that we kind of wish that we would have eloped.
Yeah.
We had a traditional wedding of, I think we had guests, almost like 100 guests in total. And in my mind at the time, because see, Emily was, from the beginning, Emily was like, I only want like 20 people max. I was like, baby, I want like my family there.
Mm-hmm.
I want my whole, because see, my family, I have a much bigger family than she does. I have a much more extended family. Yeah. Also, I had a lot of friends. And in my head, I wanted to show her off to as many people as I could of saying, this is my wife. She makes me very happy. Basically, I wanted to profess my love in front of as many people as I could.
Yeah.
Because, and I don't know if that makes me shallow or seem terrible, but that's how much she means to me, is that I wanted to show her off to as many people as possible. Like, this is my wife, you know?
Yeah.
That was my mind.
I feel like I'm in the reverse side. I don't know what I just said there. But on the reverse side, it wasn't that like I didn't want people to know that I love my wife. It was just like I don't want to deal with the stress and the expenses of what a traditional wedding looks like. And having just dealt with that yesterday because my sister got married, having to deal with all those stresses of like putting a wedding together for her and knowing how much of an expense it was, I was like, I am happy I didn't have to deal with that. So yeah, I mean, if you want to stress free, I wouldn't even say it was stress free because there was some stresses, but a lot less than a normal wedding would go through. And a lot less expensive.
I had to finish that cookie. I'm sorry.
You get that ASMR of you chewing.
I tried to move away from the mic to keep that from happening. But also to go along with what he was saying about it being stress free, of when my wife and I planned our wedding, I was working full time, had a 9 to 5 job, the job that I currently have. I also was still going to school because the program that I chose, I could basically get 2 associate degrees at the same time and work on them together, and they kind of went hand in hand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually said I have an associate's in applied science for computer aided drafting, and then also an associate's in applied science for civil engineering technology, and those both kind of go hand in hand and work together. So it just made sense at the time to get both of those. Well, I graduated first in 2020, that wonderful year, with the CAD degree. And then in 2021, I came back and graduated with the civil degree. And I was working on the civil degree while I was working a 9 to 5 job. So I had all that going on. Also, I had a church that I was pastoring, associate pastor. So I had that stacked on top of me. And it was just really, really stressful.
Jake said, everything in the world I can do, I want to do it right now.
Yeah. And I told Emily, I said,
while the pandemic's going on,
I said, babe, look, it's your wedding until May. Like, don't ask me any questions. Don't send people to me. Don't ask me if I like this or like that. It's your wedding. You plan it. You make the decisions until May. After that, I will do anything you want me to, because I was stressed out so bad. I was not sleeping very well either.
Ooh.
It was, and
Got the
I still
no
have
sleep.
problems sleeping, but sleeping's weird for me. But anyway, that aside, I'm gonna drink some chocolate milk now.
Wait, man, wait, shake it first.
I did. Oh, dead gum. All right, hang on.
Yeah, like it's the wedding caterer said that it was homemade chocolate milk.
Oh,
So
that's cool. This is
not
good,
that stuffing
man.
about the store.
It's not chocolate drink. It's actual chocolate milk.
It's chocolate
Have you
milk.
ever had chocolate drink? It
Like
tastes disgusting.
you?
I think YooHoo is considered one, but like you can just go to like the dollar store or to like in like Ramey's or Piggly Wiggly. It's kind of the same thing if you're from the South, you know what we're talking about. But and it's in a gallon jug, and it doesn't say chocolate milk. It says chocolate drink. It is gross.
That's not. It sounds like chocolate flavored medicine
This is good.
for some reason. I don't know.
That
I
if
don't think
if
I
you
want that.
remember if you remember whenever they tricked Cody into drinking the gallon of milk, and Chase just went up and went on it, that was chocolate drink. That was not chocolate milk.
I thought it was chocolate milk.
It was chocolate drink.
Are we
We
sure?
told him. We told him it was chocolate milk. I bought it. I know it was chocolate drink because it wasn't that
I don't
good.
think I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to like look at every
We might
bottle
have.
I see
We
and look
might have to
for
go to Piggly Wiggly tonight and look and
and look
see.
for chocolate drink.
I'm
I
telling you,
swear the only thing I've ever heard is like chocolate drink YooHoo, and that stuff's incredible.
that's good. That's really good. But this
I
is
was
like
about to
off.
say
This
I
is like
love
off
that.
brand YooHoo, basically, is what it is, and it comes in a gallon jug, and it's not good. It is gross, man. It's
It doesn't sound great.
excuse me. It was not great. But anyway, sorry about that tangent.
Oh
Back to
no.
I had some
I feel
questions
like
for
this
you.
is just the podcast
Yeah,
update.
yeah.
Which
So
that's how most of our conversations go.
yeah. So to ask you about, and like I said, I have not asked him any of these questions at all. Like this was just like immediately. Like I told him, I said, I've got questions. Let's talk about it on the podcast. And he was like, I'm cool with that. So my first question is, I recall you telling me that y'all were going to wait like 5 years before y'all got married or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
So what changed?
So the original,
Let me get another cookie.
original, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it, but my mom and grandparents have always told me to wait until I got out of school. Um, and so I feel like whenever I told them like, yeah, like I understand, I'll wait. But I also feel like whenever I said, yeah, I'll wait until I got out of school, professional school wasn't in the picture. And now I plan on going to med school. And my wife is in vet school. So I was like, we're both out of school, but professional school I don't think was in the picture at that time initially. So that was kind of where I guess I was like, yeah. I mean, I've fulfilled that promise. I know that
Fair enough.
I'm with the girl that I love the most, and she loves me. So I was like, why wait anymore?
That's really sweet, actually. And that reminds me of. I think we recorded the last podcast. Was it last week? Last week from right now.
Yeah,
But
it came out
it came out today
on the
as we're
19th as
filming
well.
this one. I recall as we were filming that one, we went and got something to eat. And we came back, and the road that I live on, me and Sims used to drive all the time. Of like if we just had something that was bothering us in high school that we were just having trouble with, we would just get like I'd go pick Sims up, and I mean it might be 8 o'clock at night, it might be 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
I just roll up at
didn't
Sims'
matter.
house, like, hey man, let's go for a drive.
If a homie needed a homie,
Yeah,
we were
exactly.
there.
And he did that several times to me. But what we would do is the road that I live on, we would drive down it, and you could turn, and it just basically made a big loop, and we would just make
It
that
was
loop.
like I wouldn't say like a mile long.
Maybe not. I guess we could go find out. Go get in the truck and find out. But it
Like,
was almost a mile long, probably, of just going around and
that's
around and
probably
around.
like 3/4 of a mile.
We
I
would go get something to eat, and then we just drive and we talk, and wouldn't judge, we wouldn't question, we would just
no judgment.
yeah, we and it was just like a therapy. It was like a therapy session, and I was telling him last week, and I forgot about it. He actually we had a conversation before he asked his now wife out. Of he was talking about asking her out on the same little drive that we were
Nice
taking.
loop.
Yeah, and I brought that up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot that like you were talking to me about even asking her out because y'all met through FFA and all this stuff and everything, and you just weren't sure if you should ask her or not." And I remember we had a discussion about that. Yeah, it's just really cool to see you guys be married now.
Yep. It's been a and to think that, like, so many people are like, "Oh, high school relationships don't work." But, like,
How long did y'all date before y'all got married?
6 years
I was about to say it was because y'all started
or
dating like you were in 10th or 11th grade.
from 2016 to
Yeah, you would have been in 10th grade.
2022.
You would have been in 10th grade.
No, 11th grade, 'cause I remember I was on student council. So
Wait a
it
minute.
was
Hang on, wait a minute. If it was
maybe I got my years wrong.
if it was 2016,
2017. No. Wait.
because 2017 was my senior year.
I don't know that. I remember it was my junior year because I
Okay, so
remember
then, okay, it would have been 17 then, or it would have been late
it
16.
was 11, 10, 17, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Because it was the day before Veterans Day
I got you. I got you.
program at our school.
Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Or the night before, not the day before.
Okay, I got you. I got you. But yeah, it was
So I guess that was
that's
only,
crazy.
it was like, maybe I had my numbers mixed up. I'm not
Chocolate milk
sure.
is awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is leftover from his sister's wedding. This is. I feel like I should say that.
But it's here now, so.
Hey, it's really good. It's
Nah.
great. These cookies are really good too. Where all did y'all go for your your trip and honeymoon? Because
Yeah.
that's why Sims was gone. Sims was gone for like 2 weeks straight, and like we just thought he was gone on vacation. Like he left for Thanksgiving. We thought that he was gone on vacation, and I was sitting at work one day, and he shot me a text, said, "Hey, look, I need to tell you something, and you can't tell anybody." I was like,
My wife just texted me and told me it was 2016.
"Okay, so
I
it
just
would
had
have
my
been
numbers mixed up.
okay, so it would have
Because it
been
was in November of 16. You graduated
17.
17.
Yeah, it would have been that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it was
Yeah,
your junior year, my senior
I
year,
don't have the numbers straight up here.
because our first podcast came out on my
March.
junior year.
Or
And,
whenever.
yeah, it was February or March of my junior year, because senior year, half
Wait,
the
we should
people.
probably like go back and pull it up.
Yeah, hang on, I'll do that right
I
now.
was about to say my date's up here.
But
like,
also
confused.
the other question that I have for you, Sims, is where all did y'all go?
Oh, so we went and eloped at Corona Arch in Utah, and I'll send you a picture and you can like upload it. It's a nice place, incredible place. And then our plan for after that was to like explore just a bunch of like state national parks. So Arches National Park in Utah, and then Canyonland, and then Bryce Canyon, and like all like the big five in Utah. We saw Arches, and then we saw Canyonland,
Mm-hmm.
and we were camping in a tent.
Did you see any weird things while you were camping in the tent
No,
in the national park?
So you know how like deer are so frequent here?
Yeah.
They have cows, and they're like chunky cows. They're big cows. Like you can like pull up right beside them. They'll just look at you. But
About like bison or something, or like buffaloes?
No, they're cows.
Wow.
Yep, they're large cows. Large. But yeah, big cows. They're just everywhere, and I love it. But so we're camping in a tent. So we had a tent in the car, and we're at this campground because the night, and we had like lit a fire, and it was like going out like just smoldering, and my wife was making sure that like I was like checking to make sure it went out all the way, but the wind kept blowing the like fire we lit. This was 2 days into our like 2-week honeymoon. And like the wind just kept blowing and kept blowing. We finally checked the forecast. There's supposed to be like 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
We packed up and came home.
Came home early.
And I was gonna tell you we were supposed to go to the Grand Canyon. The day that we were supposed to be there, the Grand Canyon posted on their Facebook that they had a blizzard that day. So
Yeah,
there
it's
was
a
like
good thing y'all didn't go for
14
that.
inches of
Yeah.
snow. And all we had was a tent. So
Been real
probably,
cold.
I guess it was a near death experience.
If y'all had actually gone, yeah. I just
Probably
pulled it up.
been a blizzard.
The first podcast came out on February 16th, 2016. So that would have been my junior year. And it would have been my senior year and your junior year when you and Kayla met. Or not met, but got together.
Yeah.
Because it had just turned 2016. So yeah, I was 16 at the time.
Yeah, because I was like, we've been together 6 years before we got married, but then I was like,
I was about to say, and the podcast was uploaded 6 years ago.
My numbers aren't making sense.
The description reads, "This is the first of many." That's all we said.
And wait, check the comments on those right quick.
There's 6 comments. One of them is us saying sorry about the quality, trying to get better. One of them is Chase saying went in and commented about if any viewers liked what they saw, that we'd be doing a lot of different other videos and stuff. Chase also commented and said Austin is like, I do cocaine and I got bees in my teeth. Then you commented and said, I think there are 1,023 people willing to see a reboot of this channel.
Yeah, because that's how many subscribers
that was
we
10
had.
months ago. And then Chase says,
nearly a year
went in
ago.
again 6 years ago and said, the bearded guy is awesome, talking about himself. So yeah, that was the first podcast.
And we're trying to get back to the 1023.
Incredibly scuffed and awful audio and video quality. The lighting is terrible, which debatable about the lighting being good here, but the lighting was terrible.
I would say it's better than...
Well, especially since I rolled out the lamp and everything.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 3 podcasts that we did since the reboot, and I was like, oh, dude, this looks awful. I need to fix the lighting on this.
The lighting
it looks better. It definitely looks better than it did when we first started. Then
our
and
green
now.
Screen background looking real nice.
Didn't you buy a green screen the other day?
No,
it was like $5.
I saw it at Five and Below. They have all kinds of stuff in there. They have like a green screen. They have like mics. I'm not sure if they're good.
Hey, we might could find some like
I was about to say,
good stuff.
There's probably some stuff that we could use that was like cheap.
And I need to show you these guys. Have you ever seen any of Mega 64's videos?
I feel like I have.
I've gotten like mad inspired by them because they use a lot of practical effects, and a lot of it's just random things that they make in, like, they took a bunch of boxes and made it look like a castle, or like a fade in shot for Castlevania, look like Dracula's castle.
Yeah.
And it really got me inspired of like, you don't have to have a big production value to make really awesome videos and great content. So it really inspired me of like, maybe we could try some stuff like that.
That was like, I remember there was like this behind the scenes of an epic rap battle. And it was like they had like taken the bottom off of a cup and just painted it to make it look like a quarter or something like that. And they like didn't even use a real quarter.
That's
like,
pretty cool.
I was like, wow.
It
really
is amazing,
cool.
like how well you can do practical effects with just things you would not expect. So I've been trying to like get inspired to do something like that for some of the things for the channel and everything. But I don't know. I've got an idea for a series, and I've told you about it. I think what we need to do is we need to just sit down, all of us, and write the series and try and film it. But we do need another camera before we do that.
Yeah.
But I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't say it because.
All right. So the plot of this series that Jay is talking about is.
Oh goodness! Please don't. Please no! Don't leak it right now. Not yet.
People go into the Nether, and then every time they come out of the Nether, the real world gets more Nether-like.
So like Minecraft completed, but.
Wow. All right, time to spoil the end of that.
Oh, people are still waiting on that one, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like one of those shows that it just got canceled out of nowhere, but has no resolve. It got canceled on a cliffhanger, so we have no resolve. It's one of those things if you get to write the ending.
Hey, the ending can be whatever you want.
The ending's open-ended.
I do want to add a suggestion to our when we make it. Not if. We're 3 subscribers away
from 660 guys. If 3 people will click subscribe on this video, we have a very interesting
one of 3 things could happen.
Yeah. 3.
One of three.
I know 2. What's the other one?
All right. One, the excellent challenge.
The excellent challenge.
Tyler and I said we would do the excellent challenge. Here's the thing about that, though. In my omelet, I don't want peppers and onions and mushrooms. I might do it like ham and cheese instead.
Is it supposed to have that in it? I thought it was just like a straight omelet.
It just says omelet, but in like the picture, it shows peppers and mushrooms and stuff.
You ain't got to do that.
So
I'll do ham and cheese, or I'll do bacon and cheese on yours, whatever.
I might customize my omelet
because I'm cooking it. So.
Unless someone's like, no, it has to be.
I don't think that it had peppers and onions in the show.
That's another thing. In the fruit, they say the fruit bowl. I'm allergic to watermelon.
Well, I don't think watermelon was in it. I think it looked like Are you allergic to cantaloupe?
I'm not. I'm just gonna. We might have to customize that.
Because I know that cantaloupe and honeydew and watermelon are kind of the same family, but they're not the same exact fruit, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do like we can do apples, oranges, blueberries, and strawberries.
Like a normal fruit salad.
Yeah, just do that. Just
if the fans are okay with it.
Whatever's in Chick-fil-A's, pretty much.
That's option 1, though.
Yep.
Option 2,
the cup game.
The cup game, which I feel like that we could probably explain that a little bit more.
Basically, you have a whole bunch of solo cups like this, and you put like candy underneath some of them. You put random stuff underneath some of them.
$1.
Yeah, you put money underneath some of them, and then you put like an egg underneath one of them. And the person,
like, we're constantly like pulling up.
Yeah. And then one
whoever
person
gets the egg smashed on their head,
and they lose.
Yeah.
So there's one loser, but 2 winners.
Tyler's like, it might not be easy to film, but like I feel like if we put a camera like where it is, like even off on the counter,
and if we
then like
have somebody to
each
film
of
it.
us took, well, like we wouldn't even need somebody.
I mean, like
film
have a second angle though. Have somebody film with your phone or something like that.
Maybe do that.
Just kind of like what we did with the unboxing video, because everybody seemed to really like. Everyone seemed to like the unboxing video. I don't know if it's because of the cuts between the cameras and stuff, but yeah, it was a really good video. Honestly,
it was a great video.
Yeah,
and I think Canyon one's at 410, so the game's a gold thing. Apparently, it's pretty popular. And
I've already got the next one filmed. It's probably going to come up this Thursday, so it'll be a point this podcast comes out.
PlayStation one's announced their January. We could do that if you wanted to.
That's what I was thinking about, because like I've got access to yours or Tyler's. PlayStation 5, so I theoretically could do that too if you guys are interested in that. The only reason I haven't done it is because I don't own a PlayStation.
If you wanted one of us to do it, like, do you want?
All right, sounds good.
What we were talking about?
That was the second option. What's the third option?
Third option, we go ahead and kickstart the MLB The Show series that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Sims wants me to play.
A lot of videos planned for that I think will be very funny.
He wants me to play MLB The Show and watch me be terrible at it.
Yeah, and I have a video before we play it planned.
Does it have as big of a learning curve as like Madden? Because like Madden,
I would say this is a bigger learning curve in my opinion.
Because Madden had an interesting learning curve. Once I figured it out, it wasn't that hard, and I actually really ended up enjoying Madden.
Madden, for the most part, it's just like as long as you're good at offense, you can score. But like defense wasn't that bad because most of the time it was like one of your CPU players making the tackle.
Yeah.
But like,
or you do like me and you let the CPU make the tackle, and then you swap to him before the tackle's made, so it looks like you did it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, look at that, dude. You just got sagged 10 yards on my best play.
Yeah.
But for MLB The Show, like, you have to be good at hitting and pitching.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not good at both, then, like, you're probably giving up 20 runs.
Which is harder, though? Wii Sports baseball or MLB The Show baseball?
MLB The Show.
I think I'm in trouble. I think I'm in trouble. Am I playing against you or just the CPU?
We'll see.
Because we both know that you'll stomp me if you and me play.
Well, I was thinking about like either like me playing against you and then like us teaming up against the CPU.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like
that'd be fun.
So we might have to like talk that one out. But yeah, whenever we hit 660, I'll leave a poll for like anything.
To be honest,
like
we're gonna do the MLB The Show anyway. Videos anyway. So
do you want to go ahead and see it now though?
Okay, yeah. So basically, at 660, as soon as we hit 660, the poll will go up on our Twitter. Link in the description below. Go follow us on Twitter so that you can vote in the poll. And hope we need to recuse ourselves from voting. Us.
Yeah.
Because that would
shape it. Because I know which one I would vote for.
Yeah, same. But it'll be the Excellent Challenge, the Cup game, or an early move up of the MLB The Show. Sims wants to do a couple videos in it, so it would be that. So just let us know on Twitter as soon as we hit 660. Tell your friends about us, guys. If you're not subbed, subscribe to us. If you have some friends, share this video with them.
And
make 3 fake accounts. Sims, how many fake accounts have you made this week?
7.
Have you really?
No.
Sims used to be real bad about doing that. He'd make 2 or 3 fake accounts and then comment on our stuff.
Even the Stan Hughes account wasn't fake. I just changed all my stuff to Stan Hughes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
That changes back whenever I told y'all.
That's right, because some of the
comments,
some of those comments were Stan Hughes commenting, and now it's you commenting on the videos. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that random cough there. I accidentally swallowed my own lungs somehow. So yeah, sorry about that. We had a minor technical difficulty. No, not really technical. Sims had to respond to something.
Yeah. It was an urgent alarm.
Yeah.
But I will say I have a lot of baseball knowledge.
Oh yeah, I know you do. I have none. I don't know anything about baseball.
I think I might. I don't want to spoil it, but just know that one of the videos, whenever that starts up, it'll be me showing that off to you.
Yeah, he's gonna just completely stomp me.
But I was thinking it could be like what we were doing, or like the God of War video that isn't getting released ever, but like something similar to like we play it together and I kind of like teach you how to play, and then like it might be like a 3-part thing where like I play you, stomp you. We play together against the CPU and I teach you how to play, and then let you play against the CPU and see if you can beat them like by yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'd be cool with that. Giving that a shot. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something that Chase sent. Chase wanted me to mention a couple of things on here. We've got 5 games that are confirmed for Game Pass in January. This is coming to Game Pass. This isn't Games with Gold, I don't think. But the games coming to Game Pass are Persona 3 Portable. Don't know what that means. Persona 4 Golden. I think these are all racing games, right? Those Persona racing games. I've never seen it. Monster Hunter Rise. Now, I've seen Monster Hunter World. I've never seen Monster Hunter Rise.
Persona is looking cool, Joker.
Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is coming. RoboQuest. And that's it. That's coming to Game Pass. I thought I read on here it was going to games for gold. Let me look and see. 5 games. Game Pass.
Chase making a special appearance.
Yeah. Sims,
if I ever have any news, listen to get to that.
Chase just sent me some things to talk about. Just some things to kind of help our. Yeah, go ahead and talk about your things. I think we've been going long enough that we can finally get into the topics and everything.
All right, so I guess the first topics are like diving back into like our holiday edition. Do you have any New Year's resolutions this year?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it, but I think it would just basically be to work harder on the channel because we just started back. When did we start back? 2 months ago now, I think.
Yeah, I think
was it September?
September sounds right.
Because I really got a fire and a burn to do it. While me and my wife were gone on our anniversary trip. I really like it. Just like hit me. I was like, dude, I've got to do something. Like I've got to film something. Like I've got to create something. So like the second I got back, I downloaded OBS and started trying to learn how to use it. Like that was the first thing I did when we got home was I downloaded OBS and that was it. Yeah, quickly learned that my computer my old laptop here couldn't handle recording gameplay. So I swapped, and that's why I wanted to get the PC. But we've been back for about 2 months now, and like I really want to ramp up content creation. Like I want to get another mic so then we can actually have a 4-person podcast again and it sound decent. Then also like the other thing I really want to do is I want to see. I know you had talked about getting a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I could possibly either get another laptop that at least has a graphics card or like help so that way we could get more content out there. Mm-hmm. Also, I want to upgrade our capture card. I honestly, I think we got to sit down and come up with what's the next best thing to buy. Like, I'm leaning towards maybe we should get a camera next, or there's this really cool other thing that I found, and it's not the same one that I showed you to record our audio and stuff.
Yeah.
But instead of having the computer here of it's a device, it's the I think it's Rode Pod Track or something like that. I can't remember. It's something made specifically for podcasting. Of it records everything, and you can send it directly to your computer, or you can put it on an SD card and then move it to your computer, and it saves all the tracks. You can do all the mixing on. It's like a little mixer board, and you can play sound effects. So we could preload sound effects to go in there. Of like, someone can tell a joke and you do the to it, or you can have like a wah wah sound for if someone tells a bad joke. And also like you can
like a sound button.
Yeah, it's got a built-in soundboard.
Nice.
And then also, like if you can't be on a podcast, what I've thought about doing is I can phone you in, and you can legit talk on your cell phone and just sit there. And what I really wanted to do is one thing is we can just Photoshop
calling people.
Well, no, we could do that, but no, I was gonna say Photoshop you sitting here at the table and just have you sitting there. But then also, I thought about doing one even better of do like the South Park style for like Canadians of they'll cut the head and just have the whole top of the head move when they talk, and I thought that would be hilarious for any time you talk.
Yep.
But I think just basically improving our videos is kind of what my New Year's resolution is. Of I want to either get a new camera or get that soundboard or something to help improve our channel. Get another laptop so then we can start doing more POVs when we do gaming stuff. Or even one of the things I thought about is I think I've got two laptops now. Technically, I think Minecraft runs great on them, on both of them.
Yeah.
I know it does on that old one that I'm going to let you use to edit.
That's what I was about to ask earlier. Am I going to start editing now?
Yeah, that one's all set up for you to edit. I just need to download OBS so that like whenever we do a Marvel video, you can screen record. Because that's how I get all the clips for the Marvel videos. Is I just literally go to YouTube and find the clip, and then I just screen record, and then I turn the audio off, and then just insert it into the video.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but but something to improve the channel. Because I think we could get Minecraft on this laptop, get it on the other laptop, and then Chase has a computer, so then that's 4 people that could play Minecraft all together. Because I've got it on my PC already. So that's one thing. Also, another thing is like maybe try and do a couple live streams. Like I really want to try and get into Twitch streaming because it really appeals to me. I know it'd probably be better to do it on YouTube, but I just really want to give Twitch a try. Like honestly, I want to try and do some Twitch streams.
I feel like trying either streaming service would help.
I agree. You got any New Year's resolutions? I know I've talked forever on mine.
Mine goes reverse of what you said.
Really?
But it's not like I'm gonna ruin the channel.
Oh no.
I actually want to try to get into med school, or I plan on getting into med school this year. So if that happens, I'll probably be in videos a lot less.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing. But that you're doing something you love, so that's the main thing is you get to go to med school.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It is something that I love, and hopefully, if I do get into med school, I'll be able to like, if I'm not able to be in podcast, I could still, because like I love gaming still, and I don't want to stop that completely too.
Right.
So like it'd be cool to be able to record some. And it will be the show gameplay.
Yeah.
Or whatever
you feel like playing that day, huh? But are you think you'll be in med school where you're living at right now, or where you used to live, or where?
I'm not entirely sure. I know where I want to go, and it's close to here.
Yeah.
But I'm also kind of not at the point where like I'll go anywhere.
Right.
I don't really want to go to a Caribbean school. I mean, if that's what has to happen, I guess it has to happen.
Right.
Don't want that to happen, but I mean, if it has to, it has to. But yeah, it would be nice to be here still.
I would much rather
in
that
the United States somewhere.
Yeah, I would much rather that because If you're close enough by us, at least we can phone you in for a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, you could phone me in anywhere. It just
Yeah,
might be
fair
a
enough.
long distance call.
Yeah.
Instead of might have to pay $1 for it.
Well, if we do it on Discord, I don't think it really matters. Which
Yeah, I
technically,
was
if we
about
do
to
it with
say.
Discord, you could because I can voice call. I think I can even well, I don't want to do it on my computer and somehow be able to capture
Wait,
if it was the
we
video of
could
you.
voice call in Tyler and Chase.
Not right now, but yes, we could.
Yeah.
For that, because to be honest with you, that might end up being what the podcast moves towards, of us doing it on Discord and then just voice chatting and me recording it all on OBS. That might end up what it turns out to be, and just we all sit in our offices or whatever and do it. It just all depends, because like Tyler's moved like an hour away from us,
Well,
and
we could all
or for
hop
me
on like Zoom and
or Zoom, like I said, Zoom or
all
Discord,
of us
either of
or
those.
Facecam.
Yeah, I've got to get a webcam right now, which Emily has said that supposedly that's what I'm getting for Christmas, but I
Ooh,
don't know. We'll see.
Jake, that kind of person who open his gift early and see what it is.
I honestly am. I really am.
Well, that gets into my next topic. Do you have any special Christmas or holiday traditions?
My special tradition, and one of okay, so I'm very protective of certain traditions I have.
Yeah.
And one of the things that whenever I was growing up, of every single year, my mom, my dad, my brother, and me, we would our Christmas tree. Okay, so my parents' house has a second floor. I'm sure that you guys have seen it in videos. Um, Underneath the staircase,
It's where podcast 2 and 3 are filmed.
yeah, it's or in my room. Which all of them are filmed. All of the old stuff is filmed at my parents' house. The Stairwell Olympics, yeah. Y'all have seen the inside of my parents' house. So under the stairwell, where the Stairwell Olympics took place, there is a closet underneath the stairs, and always at the back end of the closet is where we would store the Christmas tree. So every year, my mom, my dad, my brother, and myself, we would all together clean out the closet to get to all of our Christmas decorations, our stockings, the tree, all the ornaments and everything. And we would get the tree out. My dad, my brother, and I would put the tree together, because it was all we didn't get a real tree. I've only ever had one real tree, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I'll get into that story later.
I was about to say, we've never had a real tree either.
But we had an artificial tree, and we'd put it together, all three of us, and then Dad would usually like put the lights on, and I would help, or Jeremy would help. And then this was always something special to me, is my mom and I, and used to my brother, but when my brother got a little bit older, he was either doing something else or was busy, but he was going somewhere doing something else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Had to take a breath there. My mom and I would decorate the tree together. She would always take the ornaments out, she would put them on the hook, and I'd take the hook and I'd put it on the Christmas tree. So that's very, very dear to me. Of like, that's something that me and my mother always did. So that kind of translates to my adult life now, with me and Emily, of we put our tree up together. I went and got it out of the closet. I put it up and put it together. I put the lights on it.
Yeah.
And then we both started putting the ornaments on. And that's just something we do together. And we watched the most festive Christmas movie ever while we were doing it. We watched Mulan.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say that Pokemon Christmas special.
No, we watched Mulan. I don't know why. I think I just started singing.
The live action one?
No, the original one. I think I started singing "I'll Make a Man Out of You." I was like, you know what? I want to watch Mulan now. I think that's what happened.
Incredible.
But we started decorating the tree, and one of Emily's friends like tried to cut in on that. She like called Emily and was like, "Hey, we should have like a decorating party at your house, and like we could get your tree out and put it together, and like we could just all of us be together." And I was just looked at Emily, and I was just like,
nope,
because it's a special tradition to me of putting the tree up, of like that's what I want to carry on with my children, of like mom and dad and the kids putting the tree up every year and putting the ornaments on it and everything. That's just something really special to me.
Nah. So my wife was asking me, like, this is her first time going to be here for like my Christmas here.
Oh yeah, this is y'all's first Christmas together too.
Yeah, well,
that's really special,
because in previous times, like, her family has Christmas Eve and then Christmas morning.
Right.
But like, so she's not here for like my family Christmas. But like, we have no plans.
Really?
It's just kind of like play it by ear each year.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. I will say one thing that like is kind of tradition, but I guess it's not this year, is usually we're at my grandparents' house. And they make sausage balls.
Mhm.
And we have those for breakfast. But this year I won't be here Christmas morning, so even though that's not really a
Well,
tradition.
that's the really cool thing is that y'all get to make y'all's own tradition together. And I encourage you guys. Your mom, well, no, she doesn't know about it. I was about to say, me and Emily might run out and get y'all one, but y'all need to get an ornament that has like this year's date on it or this year on it, and it says our first Christmas. Because I don't know, that's just something
Mom
special to
has
me.
us an ornament that says, like, "We're engaged." I was like,
Mom, you're gonna have to take that one back.
"Yo," I was
But
like, "We are engaged."
because that was something that's always really cool. Of like my mom and dad, they had one. I think their first Christmas was like 1984. They've
Mhm.
got an ornament that says "Our First Christmas Together." And it's a glass like Hallmark ornament. It says "Our First Christmas Together." I think it's got two doves on it. And then when they moved into the house that I grew up in, I think
Mhm.
they moved in '93. So they've got like a ornament that's a key and it has 1993 on it.
Nice.
It's just some really
That's
special
cool.
ornaments.
Yeah.
And my mom was really big into like she got Hallmark ornaments for me and my brother as we grew up. So like we both have a 1-year-old ornament, a 2-year-old ornament. Like they've got
Yeah.
the number
I
or
think
age on it.
one of us, it's either me and my brother, we have, like, a Thomas the Tank Engine
Yeah,
ornament, I think that's my brother, and it has his name and then, like, First Christmas or something like that,
yeah.
but then I'm not sure that me or my sister have one.
Well, my mom has a lot of like handmade ornaments
Mhm.
that are glass. Like you just pull
Yeah.
off the glass ornament and
Yeah.
like she hand painted them. I mean, she's got
Dang, that's cool.
like a box full of them. She hand painted them whenever she was younger. And she doesn't like to put those on the tree very much because they're just so special, and she's worried about them getting broken.
Yeah.
But she used to would put a few on there, and it Christmas is just really special to me. It always has been.
Mhm.
Used to we always opened presents on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That was the night we opened presents, and then we kind of swapped to opening on Christmas Day, and then as your family grows, it's kind of like, okay, well, we can't meet on Christmas Eve, so well, let's do it the day before or the day before Christmas Eve. Let's do it on Christmas Day. Well, let's do it a day or two
Yeah.
after.
See,
It just
that
kind of
was one thing
happens.
we used to do too, is we used to, like, always open one on Christmas Eve night,
Yeah.
but I guess we're like, I won't be here for Christmas Eve. So, I'm kinda ruining the
Did
traditions this year, I
did you
guess.
ever have like a terrible moment at Christmas of like something really bad happened?
So,
I've got a good one too. It might not be
this
as bad as
this
yours, but go
happened.
ahead.
No, mine's not a bad moment, it's just really funny because that
Okay,
happened yesterday.
good.
So, I was at my, like, my dad's side family Christmas.
Mhm.
Um, you know that toy, it has, like, the magnetic thing on it and goes, and, like, flip it up and it goes,
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
and, like, flip it. So I was playing with it,
Yeah.
and a 23-year-old adult playing with the kid's toy, and I couldn't get it to, like, my cup was sitting right here. I had a cup of sweet tea. It was about
Uh-huh.
halfway full. I was playing with it, and, like, it wouldn't stay on the thing, so whenever it come back down, it fell and landed in my cup of tea. And I just, like, sat there for a few minutes. I was like, "Wow,
This didn't
I'm
happen. I didn't do this.
23 years old playing with a kid's toy, and it landed in my drink."
That's funny. Um,
But it was more of just like, "I cannot believe that just happened,"
my
moment.
I have 2. I have 2 that are hilarious. Okay, so when I was like 4 or 5, I was really bad about like I would beg my parents, could I open just one present like a week before Christmas?
Mhm.
Of like I would just because that was just really something fun. I was like, I can I just one, please, just one. And I
Yeah.
would ask and ask and ask. And my parents came up with a little white lie, as most parents do whenever they're trying to teach their
Mhm.
kids a lesson. And they told me, they said, when the presents are under the tree before Christmas Day, they're all food. So if you open it, it's not going to be any toys or anything. It's just going to be food, and that was their lie. So you had to open it on.
Dude, I would open them all right there and be
Well,
like,
I was a kid. I wanted toys. I didn't want food. But my dad really enforced it one day. Of He had went and bought a pack of hot dog buns and wrapped it and waited for me to ask to open a present. And whenever I asked, he said, "Yeah, here, you can open this one." And he handed it to me, and I opened it, and it was a pack of hot dog buns. I think I cried. He was
I
like, "Well,
bet.
that's what happens when you open your presents before Christmas Day or before
It's like,
Christmas Eve.
dang.
The magic Santa's magic hasn't turned them into toys yet. And I was like,
Dang.
I was traumatized.
And then we realized that was last week for Jake.
Yeah. No, that I was like 4 or 5. But then,
Dang.
but then my dad even did one worse to me. I finally realized that was a lie, and I begged to open presents again, and he said, "Okay, yeah, here you can open this one." And I opened it, and it was a picture frame, and it was his present. It wasn't even mine.
What? What in the world? So you just got a picture of your dad?
No, it was just a frame. It was just a picture frame. Didn't have a picture in it. It was just a picture frame. And
what in the world?
It was my dad's present. But yeah, that's my really sad.
Kids, don't open your presents.
So yeah, if you've got kids and you want to teach them not to open presents before Christmas Day, let them open hot dog buns or one of your presents and traumatize them.
I could imagine you joyfully.
I did. I was so happy when they said you could open that both times, and both times I cried.
What were you thinking? Man, these hot dog buns were a bust, but I'm about to get some hamburger buns, and that's gonna be incredible.
It wasn't the same year. It was like a year or two later. No. It was like a year or two later.
I was
oh man,
what were you thinking? You're gonna get hot dogs? Nah. When life gives you lemons.
When life gives you hot dog buns, you go cry because it's not the toy you wanted.
Yep. That's the lesson you learned from this kid. Be a good boy or girl, unlike Jake.
I forgot all about that until right now as we were talking about Christmas stuff. Oh man.
Well, back to Christmas traditions. I've been talking about that we haven't had a real tree. Did you ever have an elf on the shelf?
No, I think that was after me. That was after I'd grown up a little bit.
I think that was
I'm glad my
years
parents
after
done
me
it
as well. Yeah, but I still remember seeing them in stores.
Yeah.
Like
my nephews have one. They have an elf on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. I never had one though.
Yeah, I didn't have, and I saw one the other day of this dude or this family. They made the spaghetti from Elf and poured it all over the kitchen counter and the stove.
Oh my goodness.
And it had a sign, and it was 3 of the elves, and it had a sign that said, "We made you breakfast." And someone commented under, "I ain't trying to do that much for my kids." And I just couldn't help but think, man, that's way too much of a mess to have to clean up.
There's so many things that you see on Facebook or something, and it's people just going all the way out. They'll cut their hair and be like, "Oh, the elf
did it because you've been bad." Yeah, no, I wouldn't go that far
so
with
many
it.
people either their elf can be good or bad, and I'm like, why? Why wouldn't they all be good?
You know what my dad did? He I don't know where he got bells from or not, but I think a couple times he would go outside and ring bells around Christmas time and tell me, "Santa's coming to check on you, make sure that you've been being good." One of those things to keep me in line. And I think one time a deer had ran through our yard and there were deer tracks, and he took me outside and showed me that and was like, Santa's watching you. You better be good. And yeah. he did that.
That's what I thought was always funny, was they would Santa was only watching you, make sure you were good in the month of December.
Yeah, that's the only time that Santa's watching you. Yeah.
Just December is whenever they're like, "Hey, Santa, start watching you
Santa's
now.
watching you. Santa's coming to check on you."
All right, Santa. It's a good thing you haven't seen what I've done all year.
Good thing you haven't paid attention.
Yeah.
I did see something that this one parent did that was a really good idea of all year round. If her kid would want something, she would say, "Well, here, let's take a picture for Santa." And she'd take a picture of it. So then either for Christmas or for her birthday, if somebody asked what does she want for her birthday, she had a list of things hey, this is something that she wants.
Yeah.
Or at Christmas time. And she said, this way I don't have to say no, but also I don't have to say yes.
Yeah.
And it teaches your kid patience if you think about it. And I was like, she cracked the code, man.
I'm about to say,
she cracked the code.
Parent doing something right.
Yeah, she had a real. At first, when I heard, I was thinking, it's is she just, because she said, "I never tell my kids no when they want something." I was like, oh, great, here we go. And then she said, we just take a picture of it. And then later, when people ask what she wants for Christmas or for her birthday, I just tell them. All right, well, all right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because there's so many times where, like,
you have to drag a kid kicking and screaming out of Walmart. It's not a complete trip to Walmart unless you hear a crying child.
Exactly. A complete trip to anywhere. Any sit-down
restaurant. I will say I was that child a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Not when I was a kid, just last week.
I really wanted
Emily wouldn't let me buy something at Walmart the other day, and I cried.
For some reason, the Walmart employee told me I had to pay for it, but I ain't got no money.
So
he and I got into a little scream fight.
Well, I learned a very interesting life lesson the other day. Did you know that if you lay down on the floor of a McDonald's, you get to meet the manager? I didn't do that.
Just lay down, that's it?
Yeah, you just lay down on the floor.
Add some kicking and screaming and crying.
No, just lay down. You get to meet the manager.
Karen's most well-known trick.
Kicking and screaming to get your way.
No, asking for the manager.
Do you have do you have any idea of like just how some people in a drive-thru will straight up lie? Like it.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so Emily works at a restaurant that has a drive-thru, and she said that people will roll up and order something. They'll order like two or three, like one or two things.
Yeah.
They'll get to the window. She'll read off the total and read off their order, and they're like, "That's not what I ordered." I'm like, no, you ordered that. And it's like, no, I had this and this and this. They're trying to get something for free. They're trying to make it look like she didn't ring up what they got, and that they were going to try and charge her for it, or try and charge them for it. And that it is amazing of people will just do that. They'll tell you one thing at the window, or they'll tell you one thing at the speaker, and then when they get to the window, like, oh yeah, no, I didn't order that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is watching you people. Just remember that. Kids, don't grow up to be one of those people.
And they have cameras all around the restaurant, so they can just be like, I can pull up the camera and
see, I don't think that they've got. I don't think that they've got. Like, I don't think they record that. Well, I guess they don't know that though, do they? But I don't think it records audio. They don't know that though.
Well, they could even say that the speaker was recording the audio. And back. I don't know if they actually can. I'm never working fast food.
I told Emily, I said, baby, I couldn't do what you do. I would strangle somebody. Somebody would yell at me one time, and I would get in a shouting match with them. And
I've always felt bad. I've always said I never wanted to work in like fast food or.
I've been extremely blessed that I didn't have to.
Mm-hmm. So far, I haven't had to. Like I do DoorDash now, but like
that's better. That's way better.
For the most part, people don't scream at you.
Have you ever been screamed at DoorDash? Doing DoorDash?
No.
You ever been mugged?
Nope.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm living the dream.
Living the dream.
Well.
You got some more topics, I see. We've been going for a little while.
Yeah, I was like, but that's what we said, like, before we started. I was like, this could either go on really long.
This could be 45 minutes, or this could be an hour and a half. That's kind of what we decided.
But
I do have one thing, but it can go at the very end. If you want to save those, we can save them.
I will say this is getting into the gaming news.
All right, go for it.
But if you want to talk about what is it that you want to talk about, go ahead.
No, it needs to round out the podcast.
Okay.
It needs to be the last thing that's done.
So, Pokemon Go has announced January 7th, Chespin Community Day.
All right. Good old Chespin.
If they're following with previous community days, that'll mean Chespin will be in January. We'll have Pokemon in February. That's probably something random. And then March will be, Finnegan.
Maybe Finnegan or
Finnegan.
Finnegan. Okay, yeah. And then after that,
and
would
then
be,
another
Brokey.
March, April will be another random one, and then May will be Froakie. Okay. So that's their usual.
Time for summer.
Yep, Froakie coming in.
And it'll probably be just like always, increased shiny chance. They're coming up all the time, and then you'll get Frenzy Plant for it. If I had to guess.
Yeah, I was about to say get that shiny Chespin looking nice.
If you're going for
like a brown color. Actually,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
So you did me dirty in the tier list video.
I did do you dirty.
You know what you did.
I did agree with you though. If I thought that it was blue and it was not.
Yes. Ignite. No. Whichever one that one is.
Embor. The final?
Embor, the final
I
evolution.
think it is blue. The fire
It
is.
is blue.
The fire is blue. Yeah, I do
But
agree.
we'll put a picture right here.
We'll put a
I'm
picture of
not
Shiny Chespin
stupid.
before that, and then a picture of Embor.
Shiny Chespin is brown. It's a brown color. I know that. All right. But yeah, I know my shiny Pokemon.
Sims knows a lot more about it than I do. That's for sure.
I try to know 'em. And then also Vivillon, the butterfly
Yeah,
that was in.
number 666, right?
Pretty sure that's it.
Because that was the joke of we were hoping we get a third evolution of Houndour or of Houndoom, and we wound up with a
It'd just be
butterfly.
the devil. But yeah, Vivillon, Scatterbug, that line is now in Pokemon Go, and
It wasn't before.
no, it just when see it came out at a weird time in my opinion. Like it got added to the game whenever the holiday event started.
Okay.
But yeah, it's in the game, and they're doing something really cool with it. Where like I think it's where you catch the Scatterbug, it'll be the different pattern of Vivillon.
Oh, that's really cool.
So
That's
like
really
we get
awesome.
a really cool looking one. It's like I'll send you a picture of it. You can look it up. It's like the modern
Hmm.
style. It looks really cool in my opinion.
Okay.
That's everything that's going on in Pokemon Go right now. I screenshotted how many Stantler I had encountered before the event started, and it was
Hmm.
185. So I'm gonna see how many I encounter and still don't get a shiny.
All
I
right. With
screenshot
bells.
that.
Gotta be the
Yeah,
one with
it's gotta
bells.
be the green Stantler with bells.
Oh, it's one of the green ones. That's gross.
No, it's beautiful.
Is it?
Beautiful.
Is this as bad as Dragonite?
It's like the homelander thing. Perfect. Every detail. Perfect. Like
I
put
po-
that gif over me.
Pokemon has a huge problem with frigging.
There's either green shinies or
It's
pink
gross
shinies.
green shiny too.
Yeah, it's like that neon green. Like it's not even like the green that you have.
It's
Neon
like a
green.
puke green.
Yeah.
At least for like Dragonite, it is. I spent so much
Yeah.
time
Dragonite doesn't
grinding
look
to
good.
get a shiny Dragonite. I got the shiny one from Pokemon Black 2. No, Pokemon White 2, I think is what I played. Pokemon White 2, I got the shiny one. I was so excited. I was like, oh, I've got a shiny Dratini. I'm going to have a shiny Dragonite. I got it to level 55 and evolved it. I was like, aww.
Yeah.
It looks so
But
awful.
Pokemon are like they're either shiny as pink, they're shiny as green,
Or their shiny is
or
unable
that
to
you
tell the
can't
difference.
tell the difference
Yep.
between them. Or they have like a cool like Charizard's black one. That
Yep.
one looks really cool. Rayquaza's the black color.
So cool. I love it.
Like you either get one really cool pink,
Giratina
green,
also
or
looks
something you
awesome. I
can't
love
see.
Giratina.
Yeah,
Giratina's shiny.
that one's a cool one. That one's the cool one. You got
Yeah.
cool pink, green. Oh,
Yep. Absolutely.
like that's the ranking.
Umbreon looks really cool too.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Espeon is the green one. Vaporeon, pink one.
All right. So next.
I can name them all.
Next.
Alrighty. So next, Scarlet and Violet, they have announced their promoted terror raids from December 23rd to December 25th.
When are they going to announce a patch to fix everything that's wrong with the game?
That's never gonna happen. There's too much wrong for them to fix. But Delibird is the promoted holiday terror raid from December 23rd to December 25th. And then from December 30th to January 1st, 7-star raid, 7-star 100 level Pokemon. If you catch these 7-star, the first one was Charizard, and you'd think they were doing Charizard, Venusaur, and then Blastoise, doing all the starters. No. From December 30th to January 1st, it is Cinderace. The evolved form.
Cinderace of all things.
Yep.
Okay.
And
That's
then,
interesting.
once again, alright. I know you don't care, but to get 7-star raids, you have to have 6-star raids unlocked. To get 6-star raids unlocked,
Gotta have 5.
you have to do like 10 5-star raids by yourself.
Ooh.
And then beat like all the gym leader rematches. Beat all of them.
Oh man. So a lot.
And 6-star raids are level 95 Pokemon. So yeah, good luck with that.
Goodness
Good luck
gracious.
getting us into race on the 30th or the 1st or January 13th to the 15th. That's a 3-day thing. 13th,
Mm.
14th, 15th. Yeah, I didn't get Charizard because I haven't like I'm at the end game now. Like I've started the gym leader
We're
room
in the end
matches,
game.
but like I haven't I haven't even made it close to getting a 6-star raid yet.
Oh, man, I have no idea what he's talking about.
It's a grind on
I
top of
know,
the
I
grind.
know. I haven't played the game at all. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. It's
It
pretty rough.
I will say I've beat it off. Beat all the stories, the Path of Victory Road, the Path of Legends, and the Operation Starfall.
Yeah.
They're like the story is
From what I could tell, the
incredible.
story's really interesting. It looks really
If the
good.
glitches weren't there, I would nearly say it's a 10 out of 10 game.
Really.
It's incredible. The story's incredible. Um, it's just the glitches so bad. But
Yeah.
like I'm enjoying these Pokemon. Like however, I think there's like maybe 100 in this one or whatever. Like 100 new ones. I
Mhm.
love every single one of them. Like there's no like seal or like deer. Like there are some like the rock salt Pokemon. Like its name is NaCl, sodium
Oh, that's
chloride.
cool. That's pretty
But, like,
cool.
I love that, and, like, Palafin, it evolves at, like, level 38, and it's, like, the hero Pokemon,
Mhm.
and then I think they say 1938 was whenever the first edition of Superman came out, and it evolves at level 38.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like, there's so
Little
many,
Easter
like,
eggs hidden in there.
hidden details to these Pokemon, and all of my things have an incredible design, like, none of them look stupid, none of them like, they're all great,
Nice
and,
little
like,
Easter egg in there. That's
the
pretty cool.
Paradox Pokemon, I love them too. The Area Zero thing, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the story is incredible. Like, I love this game. I would like recommendation for this one since we got Tyler's recommendation on God of War. If the glitches weren't there, 10 out of 10. With the glitches, so I would say like what everyone else is saying, like 7 or 8 out of 10. It's just the glitches like really ruin the game for me in my
Yeah, I can feel that. I guess my game recommendation would be Bladed Fury. Go check out the video on that. It'll be up by this point. I'm probably gonna beat the game. It was actually really fun.
Ooh,
I actually
nice.
it's more fun to me than Colt Canyon was. That's for sure. Colt Canyon was. I think it's just because I'm bad at the game, but I'm bad at those types of games, so I didn't enjoy it. But I really enjoyed
We
Bladed
need to
Fury.
do what the guy in the comments said, like turn the blood up to
200 and save
no,
it.
that's what we need to do. We need to do like an updated video
Yeah, do an update
of
of like
like
if somebody comments, "Hey, try this."
yeah. So like the guy told us like what the I don't remember what he said like a flint rifle or like
Buffalo
a
rifle, I think is what it was called.
yeah,
But
and
I
then
never got
like
far enough to find it.
turn the blood up to
To 200, and it
200.
looks like a Quentin Tarantino film.
You
He
know,
said
like
that.
that sounds hilarious. Like
Yeah.
I actually want to try that now.
Oh, we can try that. We can try that while you're
I
here.
have to do that one.
But I don't know. I kind of want to do the other one. I don't know if it's going to chart like we think it is. It's just something that I thought was really cool, so
Yeah.
I wanted to try it. We're not going to let you in on that one because it should be out by this point if we did record it, but we're probably going to record it tonight if we do it. Yeah,
Which
that
one?
is the other one,
Oh,
the other tier list.
yes.
Yeah.
Tier list video coming soon.
Yep. It'll probably be out before this
It's
podcast.
along the same lines of what this one is, like the previous one,
Yes,
the
it
first
is.
one.
All right, so
We still need a name for that series.
I don't even know if it's a series. It's just kind of
I think we could
we could make it a
make videos
series.
on it.
We very easily could. You got anything else? Or are you ready to close out the podcast?
That's it, except for the challenge. But I
Well,
feel
hang
like
on.
that's gonna be after your
Yeah.
topic.
Why don't you look over in that chair right there, Sims? You already
Oh
know what's
yeah,
there.
forgot about this.
Emily and I wanted to get you guys, and Tyler, Chase, and Tanner all have one. Um, we got them a little something special. You can go ahead and open it, but
I will say, love the packaging,
it's got gnomes on
as
it.
I love gnomes.
Is it on the other side? Turn it.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see, is it on? But, okay,
both
it is on both
sides.
sides. But yeah,
There's a
Emily went
shot of
ahead
the
and
bottom too.
put them in bags for me today while I was at
Even
work.
the tag has a dog on it.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
got a weenie dog on it
I
because that's
know.
Emily's favorite type of dogs.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and open. Do you want my knife to cut it or
I think I'll just bust it.
go for it?
Do I get like a guess of what it is?
Sure, you can guess what's in there. We got everybody about the same thing, but they're different.
I have not sure.
It's not originally what I wanted to get you guys. I want to get you all a Among Us plushie because they had some that were all colored to us, like specifically for us. Of I think there was a blue one for me. There was a purple one for Tyler. There was a black one or a white one for Chase. I can't remember, but that was perfect, like a perfect number at Best Buy. But they were like $15. It's like,
yeah.
Go ahead and look and see.
Oh, dude. It's an ornament that's got the Pikachu and a Pokeball on it.
Everybody got a special ornament.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you have something to go on your wife's Christmas tree now. Nice. You have a special ornament.
I don't know if I get the Christmas tree approval. It'll be okay. I have another one at home. It's a SNES controller.
Oh, that's cool.
Or maybe it's NES.
Hallmark has really been stepping up their games with the cool ones of like they've got like Jurassic Park ones, they've got Dragon Ball Z
like a
ones.
Superman one.
Yeah,
I'm busted open.
They've got one that it's like a Jurassic Park VHS tape, and it's like the box for it. It's really really
one
cool.
That's like a creeper.
Yeah, they've got a Minecraft zombie. They've just got some really cool ones. But yeah, we got everyone a special Christmas ornament. Hopefully everybody will get, because like Chase and Tanner will probably get theirs tomorrow because they're coming to film a gaming video. But yeah, there it is.
Wow. That's incredible.
I wish we had another camera that we could cut to where it's a little close up on it.
And then like, I'm gonna walk it up to the camera.
Go for it, man. I'll just cut to it here. Take a look at that. Make it come in like a wrecking ball over to where my face is. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice. All right. What now? All right, come. Let's close this thing out. Let's do our little game real quick. Let's go ahead and
hopping into the challenge.
Let's go ahead and do that. I need to preload this thing every single time. I feel like, because I forget how to do it every single time. All right, so you won last week with like 42.
Yeah, I had like 42 last time.
I have 14 right now.
I have 24.
Oh man,
very close.
Yep. No, you're 10 higher than mine. I do think you have more apps than I do.
It was a lot closer than last time where like you and Tyler had like 10 and 15 and I had 42.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so very much for watching this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. All the links in the description below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Once we hit 660, we just need 3 people. Once we hit 660, we'll do we'll either do the Excellent Challenge, the Cup Game, or MLB The Show. And as soon as we hit 660, we're going to put a poll on Twitter. So, like I said, follow us on Twitter, please.
The poll will be open for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So don't feel like, go ahead and vote, but also like send it to your friends.
Yes.
Rally behind. I want the MLB The Show thing to happen.
Like I said, guys,
behind that one.
Please share this with some friends if you think they'd be interested. We really want to try and hit 660 so that we can get those special challenge videos for you guys.
You can prolong the process or speed it up.
That's exactly right. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Please join us next week for the next podcast, or I'm not sure what the next video will be next Monday. It'll probably be a podcast. We have not decided yet. But guys, please have a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah.
New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa. Have a happy New Year. Whatever you celebrate, happy holidays.
And guess what? Tell us your resolutions in the comment.
Let us know what your New Year's resolution is and your Christmas tradition.
See you later.
Bye.